Good morning and welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. We are coming to the very end of our Mindset Mantra saga. This is the very last mantra in this series. I truly hope that over the past few weeks, you had found plenty of mindset shift mantras that are helping you understand how powerful you are and how powerful using mantras can be in helping you have the life that you want. And talking about having the life that we want, I want to close this saga with a really powerful mantra today. I think this one is probably the biggest of all mantras that I have shared with you, the most deep of all mantras that I've shared with you. And that is, I love my life. That is the mantra for today. I love my life. Today's mantra, it's all about creating happiness and success, knowing that success means different things for each of us. Finding fulfillment in life, I personally believe, is more than just looking for things to accomplish or to own. It's a lifetime commitment to honoring what matters most to us, what is most important to you, and you working towards your dreams. You know, this mantra could be replaced with, I live with intention. Because building a life that you love, that means that you must commit to creating it. That life that you dream of is not going to happen by accident, but you need to be intentional about creating it yourself. Even when things are challenging, I would say, because I think when things are going our way, this might be or feel easy, but when life throws out curveballs and we're in the midst of challenging situations, sometimes this becomes really hard because we believe that life is happening to us instead of believing that life is happening for us. This was one of the biggest mindset shifts that I've made in my life, believing that life is happening for me and not to me. But at the same time, that I hold the biggest ownership and the biggest responsibility to create the life that I want. And that is done by living intentionally. No surprise why my word of the year this year is intention. My focus is on living intentionally versus in autopilot, which happens a lot of times, right? Think about every day in your life. A lot of times we find ourselves in this loop where, I don't know if you've seen movies. Recently, I was watching the Groundhog movie on Groundhog Day a few weeks ago. And there are many movies like this where the main character wakes up every day to the same day, and it's the exact same day. That not necessarily happens in the same way as movies, but in a kind of a way it does, right? That you wake up and your life feels like you're reliving the same over and over because every day looks the same. Anyways, I don't know why I got to talk about every day looking the same, but living with intention can be life-changing. It can be the shift that changes all. If you don't change anything else in your life, nothing. You don't change what you do, who you do life with, where or how you do life, and you just change the intentionality with which you go through life, you will experience life in a completely different way. You will find fulfillment that otherwise you won't find. To love your life, you need to take notice of how you are living your life. And you need to be present to your actions, to your decisions, to your choices. And when you embrace those from a place of loving the life that you have, when you're focusing on, I love my life, you will find more things to love about your life. It's like with gratitude, and I have talked so many times about gratitude here in the podcast. When you take an attitude of gratitude and you start to focus on the things that you're grateful for, all of a sudden you have and you find more things to be grateful for. The same thing is when you start to focus on what you love about your life. You're going to find more things that you love about your life. But the key to love your life is to take the ownership of creating the life that you love and being intentional about doing that. That is our mantra for today. Now, let me ask you one question before we say goodbye. And it's the same question that I have been asking you after every mantra for the last few weeks. What would be different in your life if you lived by the mantra, I love my life?